Hey YouTubers, it's your buddy Platt, and today I'm going to show you how to make chocolate peanut butter cream liqueur. So let's go. One of the reasons I love doing these videos is it gives me inspiration. I've been brewing for years, but now that I've started kind of doing these videos and doing it a little bit more, I've been inspired to do a lot more things, to try some different things out. And this week's video is kind of an example of that. If you remember a few weeks back, I did a video on how to make Nutella cream liqueur. And I got a lot of positive feedback from it. And one of the first things I thought was, well, if I can turn Nutella into a liqueur, how about peanut butter? And so I mentally kind of worked on it, and I've come up with an idea for a chocolate peanut butter cream liqueur. And that's kind of my inspiration for this. Well, now that we have our inspiration, let's see what we need to make our chocolate peanut butter cream liqueur. This is what we need to make our chocolate peanut butter cream liqueur. First, we need some chocolate syrup. Now, if you want to experiment a little bit and get some regular dark chocolate blocks and melt them down, or something else, Hershey's candy bar, something like that, melt down, feel free. I'm just using the chocolate syrup to make my life a little easier. Next, we're going to need some peanut butter. Obviously, go with the creamy, don't go with the crunchy, unless you're feeling a little silly, but I don't advise that. Next, you're going to want some heavy whipping cream. Then you're going to want some regular white sugar. And finally, we're going to need a little over 2 cups of vodka. Since this is kind of experimentation, we've made a few of these videos now, we're kind of getting this down. If you want to experiment with a flavored vodka, let's say a vanilla vodka, chocolate vodka, whatever, feel free, but this is the first time I'm making it, so I'm just going to stick with a regular vodka. Well, now we got our supplies together, let's make some chocolate peanut butter cream liqueur. Now that we got all our ingredients together, it's time to make this liqueur. First thing we want to start off with is a 1 1/4 ounce, 1 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. We're going to start this off in a saucepan, preferably a 3-quart saucepan, 4-quart saucepan is fine. You don't need anything too big. We're going to put that in. Next, we're going to add 1/2 cup of the chocolate syrup. Go. While we do this, we're going to go ahead and turn on the heat. If you remember the Nutella video, we heated up our mixture to kind of integrate the ingredients better, and also remember we have sugar, and that the heat will make sure the sugar is fully integrated too. So now we got our chocolate in. Then we're going to put in a 3/4 cup of peanut butter. Be sure to have a spoon handy so we can get all that peanut butter out of the cup. Alright, there we go. And then finally, we're going to add 1/2 cup of sugar in here. And now that we've got all our ingredients together, you'll want to start whisking this. Again, reference back to the Nutella video, it's going to take a while to make sure we have no lumps in there, what have you. But the little bit of heat, and the heat you want to sit for about medium heat. We're not going to bring this to a boil. We just eventually want to get this up to a light simmer. But just keep stirring this until we have no lumps, clumps, anything like that, until it's perfectly smooth. Once we achieve that, then go ahead and take it off the heat, and we're going to allow it to cool down to roughly room temperature. So let me keep stirring here, and then we'll come back to add the vodka. Now that we've allowed our mixture to cool down to room temperature, it's time to add the vodka. We're going to add 2 cups of vodka, and regular 80 proof vodka, 2 cups adding to this mixture will get our final liqueur to roughly 40 proof, maybe slightly bit under. Let me add the vodka real quick. And if you've seen any of my videos before, you know that when we add vodka to whatever liqueur we're making, we don't add it over the heat. Remember, alcohol evaporates at a lower temperature than water does, so we're not going to add it while the heat's on. And we're just going to stir this together, and again, we want to make sure there's no lumps or clumps from the peanut butter. And once we got everything stirred in, we're now going to go ahead and bottle. So let me go ahead and finish up here, and we'll come back to wrap up the video. Well, as you see, that again was a pretty straightforward, simple recipe. We come up with like roughly about a quart or so of our roughly 40 proof chocolate peanut butter cream liqueur. If you remember the other videos where we've done cream liqueurs, the Irish cream video, the Nutella video, with the cream in there, this only, you want to refrigerate it, and it's good for about 3 or so weeks, but it doesn't have an indefinite shelf life like a whiskey or vodka or gin or scotch, or even our sugary liqueurs like a limoncello. As long as you keep in the freezer or whatever, it's going to be safe. This, like I said, is roughly good for about 3 weeks. Well, I hope you start seeing a trend in some of these videos. Again, some of the similarities on our like schnapps videos, wherever you'll notice the magic ratio, 1 sugar, 1 water when we're making our sugar solution. The cream videos, you'll probably see a similarity in a lot of these recipes. And I hope you, after watching these, you feel like you can start experimenting. Again, maybe use a different a flavored vodka, maybe an espresso vodka and something like this. What have you, just start playing around, start kind of expanding your experience with these liqueurs. We're definitely going to do more in the future. I also got some brewing videos coming up, so I hope you liked the video. And if you did, please like the video. Also, feel free to share it. And as always, please subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, leave them in the comment section, or you can always contact me on the Twitter page. Well, until next time, bottoms up.